The Los Angeles Rams, Will Blackman, how much pressure?
Oh, man. I'm going to say 6.5. 6.5. Just because, like, I just don't feel like there's so much pressure on them, but you still have McVay, you still got Stafford, and the rookies got to step their game up.
Shady?
Yeah, well, your quarterback ain't getting no younger.
He's not at all.
And he's still good. I'm going with 5. Not too crazy in the middle. I think good defense last year, right? Young, gonna get better. Then you got Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Come on now. I need to see something.
Yeah, and these are very short clips, so that's the end of that segment. I think there's different levels of pressure for this team because there's because of Stafford, because it's just they know Stafford is not going to be there for very long, and so I think the pressure is on Stafford to compete, and more so than the Rams themselves. I don't think anyone's looking at Sean McVay or the Rams fan base are kind of like, come on, you better get us to another Super Bowl or else. Like, because again, these questions are always so funny to me because it's like pressure from who? Pressure from the fans, pressure from the organization, pressure from the media. I mean, those are all completely different things. I always try to define the pressure of like, where is this coming from? Where's the pressure coming from? I think there's expectations for the Rams. I think there is a true belief that they could win the division, that they could get to another Super Bowl, that they could win another Super Bowl. Their defense has been great. Sean McVay is as elite of a coach as it gets. Stafford is great. You got some more weapons offensively now. You got someone to run with Puka Nacua, who seemingly is going to be an upgrade from Cooper Kupp. So, you're not just having this ragtag group of guys who you're just like going to try your best to see what you got here. Like the Rams do believe, that's why they went out and got a Devontae to like, and they kept a Mathew Stafford and paid him a reasonable amount of money, all things considered. The expectations are like, we're here to win. We're not here just to be like kind of a good team and make it to the divisional round here. Or, we're just trying to win a wild card game. And that's like, hooray, we did it, guys. Good job. It's like the expectations are Super Bowls. And I do think that when you are a coach as great as Sean McVay, it does feel that it needs to be like, Super Bowl, NFC Championship game, Super Bowl, NFC Championship game, Super Bowl, NFC Championship game. Like, that's what you kind of want to feel is your floor. It's different when you have an aging, older quarterback. Like, that will always be so difficult to try to gauge how much juice is left in you. And I find Stafford incredibly difficult to figure out when he's just going to be, no more. I mean, I love Stafford. I think he's special, but it's very hard to figure out what type of game are you going to get from him. And I said this months ago now, that if they can preserve Stafford throughout the season, he will be so much better in the playoffs. But they got to have games that just make it a lot easier for him, less hits on him, and less games where he's got to, sling it for, 40 times a game. It's just you want to be able to have games where you get the lead, you keep the lead, and it's the fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go, and you're just hand the ball off. Keep things easy. The easier the regular season is, then without a shadow of a doubt, the greater the chance of winning it all, from my viewpoint, with Mathew Stafford. But I do not feel that Mathew Stafford has the ability to last a hard, grueling season where you're just in a lot of these tough physical games. It keeps coming down. I mean, like, that's just what happens when once you get to this age, your body starts to wear down. And we talk a lot about that more in basketball, specifically because it's like 7-game series and whatnot. But with football, with these older quarterbacks, I think we see that more and more as the older they get, that if it's a harder regular season where you're asking a lot from your quarterback throughout, week after week after week, the cumulative fatigue, you're just, you're running on fumes in the playoffs, and you want to protect your quarterback who's, he's been around the block once or twice. So to me, more than other teams for the Rams, it's like I'm looking more to see how do their regular season unfold. What are you asking of Mathew Stafford week to week to week? That is 100% going to inform me how much do I believe in them when it is time for the playoffs. That's just the way I see it. I'd feel more confident in them if they somehow sneak into the playoffs winning 9 games. Let's go super low with this. 9 games. But the 9 games that they won were pretty straightforward, pretty basic. And the games that they lost, it was like, yeah, they lost, nothing you could do. They were down big by half, and it was just like not a lot to do. Matthew Stafford's not standing in there taking shots because he knows, we're down by 3 scores in the fourth quarter. Nothing's gonna happen. Like I would be more inclined to feel better about that team knowing that Matthew Stafford wasn't doing everything he possibly could just to keep this team afloat like he was last season. And I'd feel better than if they were a 13-win team season, but it was just like every game was just like, oh my gosh, coming down to the wire. Stafford's in shootouts. He's taking shots. He's getting hit 5, 6, 7 times a game. He's trying to do everything he can to extend a play just so he could get the ball down the field to retake the lead. Like, I think it catches up to you. I do. So, yeah, I think the pressure for them 5 as a team makes sense, but you got your Super Bowl a few years ago. Before, in a blink of the eyes, it's a stretch of time now, right? It's like 5 years or so. You have a coach as great as Sean McVay, but I think the real pressure begins when they get a new quarterback after Stafford. But there is kind of a feeling of like, Stafford's winding down. What else can we do? But I just don't think the Rams fans or the media or the organization is going to be like, what the heck? We should have been able to win with aging Matthew Stafford right now. This is ridiculous. Like, it's just not the feeling that I get. But I would love to know how Rams fans feel about it. Do you feel like at the end of the day, if you don't win any more Super Bowls, what was the one Super Bowl all that was there for you for the taking when you did make the trade for Stafford? Or do you feel as though like you underachieved, underperformed, could have had more, but couldn't quite get it together? Do you feel that there would be more pressure on McVay? Not so much because like he's going to get fired or something, but just kind of it's like, hey, you're a great coach. Like we expect, we expect year after year after year for us to be a bona fide top team. And to get that respect and to make more Super Bowls. Right? Look at the Eagles. Eagles have been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. It's like, we believe that we are a better franchise with a better coach and a better quarterback. Like that should be us. It's just I am curious to see how where Rams land with that, where Rams fans land with that. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Los Angeles Rams? Where do you think the pressure lies for them? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.